Hello and welcome back to the Hey Jonas podcast.
Hey Jonas.
This is very, very exciting. We have a guest on the pod today who I've been spending a lot of time with. And no, it's not
Kevin or me, Joe.
Kevin or Joe, Jonas.
I kind of feel like the guest because I'm on Zoom, but yes.
Yeah. Well, tell us where you are first before we welcome our guest, just so people know why you're not here in person with us.
I'm in the other room.
Oh, that's right. You're taking a shit.
Paul has a strict contract against me that keep me at least 20 feet away. So
I felt that was really inappropriate of me. I'm regretting laying down those rules because it seems as if we would have some sort of personal beef.
What is the beef?
too many handsome guys in one room at the same time. I think it was the
That's
rule.
the beef.
Cat's out of the bag. Our guest today is Paul Rudd.
Yeah,
Give it up.
welcome.
Make some noise.
Woo-wee!
Thank you, guys. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah.
We're so glad you're here. Thanks for doing this.
Oh my
Means a
gosh.
lot.
Thank you for having me.
And you guys are having a busy day.
Busy day.
So it's a press junket day, right?
Yeah, but it's, as far as press junkets go, I feel like it's been manageable.
Okay,
And
that's
this
good.
part is really actually fun. This feels separate from,
We did that on purpose.
So far.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
This could all go south real fast.
So we are on the press tour, press junket for our new film Power Ballad, which comes out June 5th. We shot this movie in Dublin 2 years ago. It's hard to believe.
I know.
Time has flown. And it's so exciting to have you on the pod. We have a lot to discuss. Now, we've been answering a lot of questions about the film, which we're going to talk about at some point, but we've been kind of talking about it so much recently that we'll start in some other places.
Great.
I think.
Go somewhere else for a minute.
Absolutely.
What did you do last night in New York? Did you guys get in yesterday? I know you did because we were on the same plane, but
Well, I have been here. I live here.
Yeah.
So it's kind of great.
that's wonderful.
You and Joe are both in Brooklyn, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's your home address?
yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
I did ask that one time on an interview with someone. I kind of realized during an interview I was hosting Live with Kelly, that they were talking about their kid going to college. And I was like, oh, that's so great. Where's she going? And then she looked at me like, the guest looked at me with the eyes of like, how dare you ask where you're, and I'm like, it was conversational. It was new. I've lived that moment in my
Shame
head
on
every
you,
time
Kevin. Shame
I've
on
done
you. We have, Brooklyn has I won't say where, but we have the best Hollywood neighborhood, I think, in Manhattan. Or New York City, I should say.
It's kind of chock full of
They throw
actors
down.
and yeah,
Did you guys get into the decorations for Halloween?
we do.
I thought you said Hollywood. You said Halloween?
For
Halloween.
For Halloween,
Oh,
yeah.
Halloween.
I know what you're
got
talking
Hollywood
about
too.
because
I got
kind of like
Hollywood
where we
too.
are too. It's
Hollywood is there's a lot of actors and famous people.
We decorate our house with pictures of actors from many different,
Love
like
that.
old Hollywood, new Hollywood.
very Hollywood.
It's very hot. We go very Hollywood. We really celebrate Hollywood in our house.
Oh, so break this down. So you guys, you live in a community that goes hard for Halloween.
yeah,
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
Same.
yeah.
yeah. Oh, you do
It's
too?
epic.
Yeah, out in Jersey, we have like a safe zone. Where they shut down all the streets.
Oh, it's great.
It's the greatest thing ever. House parties.
I am not a fan of Halloween. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. I know it's going to get me canceled by all the people that might want to,
You've
spend
dressed up
money on
like
the podcast.
3 times, like in his entire time.
Really?
Like
We
only
weren't-
3.
We weren't really allowed to dress up as kids. So our dad was a pastor, and so we had this thing at our church instead
Harvest
of
Festival.
Yeah, instead of Halloween, it was Harvest Fest, and it
Sounds worse.
Dressing up for Harvest Fest.
Yeah, they go. It's
Sounds.
It's basically
We
the
sacrifice
same
someone.
thing. You dress up, you get candy, and there's haystacks and pumpkins, but it's not demonic. Like, what
Right.
differentiates it?
It's at the church.
And the only thing is, it was at the church, and you weren't allowed to wear like a ghost costume or.
Oh, I see. So you didn't. So you kind of you didn't.
Never trick or treated.
No, I didn't really want to do it. And then as I got older, and it was more about like going to Halloween parties and stuff.
Right.
It was not an area of interest to me. I did, however, dress up one year as Marky Mark or Mark Wahlberg. I did finger quotes there for people that can't see, which was basically just me in a t-shirt and jeans and a backwards hat.
Right.
You also
Went
were
all
the
out.
Hamburglar, if I do remember.
I was, yeah.
What's your favorite
Nice.
Halloween costume? What do you go as? Do you guys do themes as a family?
Sometimes, because, with this, we give out candy and all that stuff. And so it's part of the deal. You do kind of dress up. And I have had a theme like last Halloween, I was Fran Lebowitz and my wife was
Wow.
Annie Leibovitz.
Lebowitz
we
and
were
Annie
we were
Leibovitz.
we were Leibowitz and Leibovitz.
That's
That's
I love
fantastic.
that.
The year before that, I was Quint. She was Richard Dreyfuss from Jaws. We usually kind of do it together. And this year, I got I got a Halloween costume, and I didn't kind of consult with my wife.
Uh-oh.
And I go, I've got the costume. And she goes, what? And I was Post Malone. And she was like, well, who the hell am I going to be? And I was like, you could be, what about Jelly Roll? And she was like, fuck you, Jelly Roll. She's furious. So she kind of dogged me, and I was just kind of by myself.
Oh, I'm so
as
sorry.
Post Malone. And
She could have gone as a Bud Light.
yeah, that's actually pretty good. Wait,
Post Malone and Bud Light would have been a great,
yeah.
I went as Tigger Woods one year. I was Tigger from Winnie the Pooh.
is that where it's from?
I was dressed as a golfer.
That's pretty good. I like those kind of really kind of clever
And
hybrids.
my date was Reese with a spoon, and she just carried a spoon around. But that wasn't that creative.
That's great.
Well, do you have to, like, now, with your daughter?
You definitely get involved.
Do you dress up, or do you?
I do. I dress up. Last year she wanted to be a spooky princess, so she was basically just a princess. But with I did her makeup. It was like, spooky makeup.
Yeah.
But she did the hands.
The hands kept doing this.
I'm
everything.
spooky, and it was this.
And I got all these brownie points because I was here in the city with all the dads, and we left Maltese school and went to one of the family's homes and had some pizza for the kids, and the adults all wanted like a quick drink, like a beer or seltzer or something. And so I sort of had like a setup where I had like a little cooler, and as we were walking around, I was passing out beers to the dads on the walk, and they were very thrilled about it.
It's the greatest thing ever.
And it was a good time.
The boozy walk with we do the red wagon. It's just full.
Oh yeah, nice.
There's a lady in our neighborhood that does it, but full margarita setup.
That's too
wow.
much.
And shaking the ice, the whole salt, all of it. It's fantastic.
That's pretty great.
All right.
So speaking of
now that this has become a Halloween episode, I'm going to switch gears real quick and ask a question related to your movie because I'm quite interested, but it's not related to your movie at the same time. Nick tells us, Paul, that you're a big fan of Dublin.
Yeah, very much
and
so.
a fan of Guinness.
Yep.
Which we are big fans of Guinness. I got to tour the factory a couple of years ago. It was one of the most amazing things. What about Guinness do you love?
There's really nothing like it. I know there's you could have Murphy's Stout. There's stouts and things like that. But Guinness, it tastes great. It has that history, as you say, which I find very interesting. I think that Guinness really is kind of a part of Ireland's not just identity, but its DNA. It is kind of they're synonymous with one another. They go together, and it's like you feel like if you're drinking a pint of Guinness, you're taking part in something even bigger than just sitting and having a beer. There's just something about it. I love it. I just love it.
Have you been to the Devonshire in London?
I have, yeah.
The one, so great. So they have, I guess, Osh, who's a friend of mine who started that pub. They are awarded the best pint. I'm doing Nick's Marky Mark
Air
quotations for those who can't see that. Because I guess they clean their pipes and their barrels every day rather than once a few days or once a week, which is what Guinness Factory, obviously, when you have a pint there, it's so different.
Yeah.
Now, I'm assuming...
that's it.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's okay. I'm excited about Guinness. Go for it.
I am too, which is why my enthusiasm is boiling over. Yeah, to clean the lines every day is that's amazing.
That's a journey.
That is. And, people often say that the Guinness in Ireland is better and that it's made differently. People think that when you have it in other parts of the country, like if you have in the U.S.
It's like bagels in New Jersey, just better.
But the reason that it tastes better in Ireland is not because it's made differently. It's fresh. They drink so much Guinness in Ireland that if you go into any pub in Ireland, there's a really good chance that was made that week.
Right.
When you're
Great.
drinking a pint of Guinness in the States or somewhere else, it's had to come over on a ship, and it's still really great.
Yeah.
But it was made a little while ago.
It's just fresh.
And it makes you stronger, right?
Makes you stronger.
It makes you stronger. It's
got iron in it.
It's got iron. It makes you stronger. It makes your life better. It solves all of your emotional problems.
Just drink a lot more of it and you'll feel better.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can split the G like a pro these days.
Splitting the G. Yeah.
I tried to split the G. We had our big premiere for Power Ballad in Dublin a couple months ago. It was at the Dublin International Film Festival. The social media team came up and said, "Hey, we want you to try to split the G for this thing," and I failed miserably. And I watched you do it a few times while we were shooting, and with such ease, and became honestly quite jealous of your ability and Joe's to split the G. So the next time we're all together, I'm going to give it my best shot, and we'll give it another go. But a question on that front: do you have a Guinness Undraft in your house?
I do.
That's so cool.
Oh yeah.
So in my house, I have the.
Do you change the keg out yourself?
Every day.
Yeah.
All in the
No,
in the
this
lines
is why I
every
know
day.
what it's like to clean the lines. I get the lines cleaned. Weirdly enough, a guy who lives around the corner from me cleans lines.
That's very Brooklyn.
It's
It's like there's a guy that cleans the pipes.
there's a guy. He does a lot of the pubs around it.
Sounds like a medical procedure.
I have a guy come over to my house to clean my pipes, clean my
Pay a lot
lines,
for that, actually.
clean my
That might mean
lines.
something
Damn,
else.
you guys really do live in a rich neighborhood.
But I do. I go and get the kegs and the tanks, the oxygen and nitrogen mix, and
It's a process.
Yeah.
I put a keg in my house, and I did it once, and I was like, "Cool, I'm buying bottles from here on out."
Yeah, it's a bit of of
journey.
an effort. Yeah, and you kind of need a lot of people to come over because you're not going to just kill that thing by yourself.
And if you do, there's a hotline for that.
Yeah, and then sometimes you go in and it's like, oh, I haven't touched any of this in a long time, or I haven't been around, and then I have to return the keg. And when you return a keg of Guinness that's like 3/4 still full, or like half full, you feel like it's embarrassing, and
Less of a man.
feel like a failure, and I feel very self-conscious to the guys at Thrifty Beverage. I'm like, sorry. They're like, what happened? I know, I'm
they
sorry.
shake your keg
You have
when
the greatest
walk in.
excuse ever. It's like, oh, I was filming a movie.
Yeah.
And you just
In
hear-
Ireland, I had-
and
yeah.
you just be like, I was on set a
Kevin,
lot.
Joe, just to update you, me and Paul, we've been doing interviews and talking about the film a lot. We could probably both kind of list what the sort of top 5 questions were.
I can try. Can I try
I'd
to
love
guess
for you to
what they
try
are?
to guess, and we'll tell you if you're right or wrong.
Paul and Nick, thank you so much for your time. I promise I won't take too much. I know you guys are doing a lot of interviews today.
Oh,
here's
you're
my first
playing
question.
the interviewer.
He's the interviewer, yeah.
Okay, copy.
I know we can't tell sometimes when Joe's acting.
I just want to know, like, did you guys like jam on set? Because I know you both love music.
That was one of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Another one is Paul. Have you or your family been to a Brothers show before?
Have not been asked that.
I've been asked that.
Have
Wow.
not been asked
A lot
that.
of what's your favorite Jonas Brothers song type stuff.
Okay.
You are a wedding singer in the movie, so it's got to be like, what songs do you like to sing that are not your own? Like karaoke. Is that a song?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is that
yeah,
a question?
yeah. That's
Actually,
absolutely.
you asked that
I know. I
question
led
to
myself
us
to that.
on-
That's what I just did.
Yeah, last night they said we have a question from your brother, and it was that question. But one
You're
question that
welcome.
I found to be really interesting, because it was fun to talk about the movie, but there was one that just came up in a thing, and I would love for you to speak more about it. It said, who is a surprisingly good singer in your circle? And you had a few great names that
Yeah.
I was surprised to hear. And if you don't mind, you can.
Sure.
recant this, no?
Well, I was saying, Steve Carell is a great singer, and
Wow, that tracks.
and he can go really high. There's harmonies and everything. He's just really talented, really good singer.
Didn't he tell you not to audition for the Office or something? Is that
Did he? I told him.
you told him not to?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I know, we were filming Anchorman. and
Great
it's-
Oh yeah, he sings in Anchorman.
Yeah.
What's the song? What's the
Afternoon Delight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Afternoon
that, he does the high
he does the high harmony. Yeah.
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 So you're doing that, and you told him.
He said, they're doing The Office. They're interested in me doing The Office, and it was the time that they were showing it on BBC, the Ricky Gervais
Ricky
one,
Gervais one.
which was so great. And I heard they're just going to do those for American. I'm like, oh, you don't want to do that? That's such a great show. Clearly, I was the idiot in that scenario because he knew obviously a lot more than I did, and it was an interesting lesson. One, who am I to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do? It's a terrible decision. But most of all, thank God he didn't listen to me, right?
That show without him is- wow.
He's a genius,
He
and the
is
show's
it.
amazing.
Yeah.
And I look back and go, yeah, all right, that one was a lesson.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm kind of with you. He shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Has there been roles for yourself that somebody said, hey, you shouldn't do this, and you did, and you're like, haha, in your face? Look at me, I'm Steve Carell now.
No, there have been things that people say people that I know say, "Oh, you shouldn't do that role," but it's generally after I did the thing and it came out.
We've gotten a couple of those.
That's always the great when you're like there's a film I was in, or it was a short movie I was in, and like somebody walked up to me and you could tell they didn't know what to say, but they're like, that is a film.
That's a
Wow,
movie.
but I got to say, technically, that was a film.
Credits and everything, huh? Wow.
I mean, I was sitting there. It was projected. It was right there, up there on the screen. I couldn't believe it.
And there's popcorn. All those people.
No
okay,
way.
see this. That's crazy. Okay, well.
So Steve Carell, that worked out just fine. But who else were those names that you mentioned were great singers? Because I feel like the world needs to know.
Yeah, Bobby Cannavale is a great singer.
Bobby Cannavale, we love Bobby.
With a name like that.
Yeah. You know, I've worked with Ken Marino many times. He's a dear friend of mine. And, you know, he's a great singer. And he actually sings in this thing called the Middle-Aged Dad Jam Band with David Wayne and stuff. You could see it on,
That's cool.
They tour. It sounds, yeah, you can check him out. And he's really good. He's really good. He can also sing exactly like James Taylor, which is really weird. We used to do karaoke a lot together. I said, I put in a James Taylor song, and it sounds like the record. It's crazy. And then the other one that he can do, like to a T, will surprise you, Macy Gray.
James, that is range.
That is serious. This
That is
is
serious
how talented
range.
Ken Marino is. Great actor, great writer, hilarious. Can sound exactly like James Taylor and exactly like Macy Gray, and he might be the only person on the planet
He
that
should
can
do a recording of a duet between the two.
That's a good idea.
That's right. Maybe he could do Her Town 2, but instead of J.D. Souther, do Macy Gray and James Taylor. That's a great idea.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of impressions, natural segue, you're part of the Five Timers Club, yeah?
Yeah.
For SNL.
Yeah.
Which is
Did you get a
huge
jacket?
thing.
I did, yeah.
They didn't give Nick a jacket.
I'm not a part of the Five Timers Club,
That's why.
but this is a thing that I wanted to discuss with you. I have been a musical guest more than 5 times now. I don't know if that counts, but they gave
Wow.
Jack White
They gave him,
a jacket.
they did, didn't, is he the first musical guest to get one of the jackets?
Well, he's certainly not the first to do it
Clearly,
5 times or
it was-
more.
How many
But
times have you
I'm
done
not
it?
bitter. I think it is
Clearly.
about. I think it is about 5 times that I've been a musical guest.
Wow.
And I've hosted once.
Yeah.
But you have the jacket.
I have the jacket. I hosted, you know, my fifth time
give
though.
Nick your jacket.
Give me your jacket.
The fifth time I hosted, it was during COVID, and it's actually the only show in SNL's history that we still did it, but everyone was sent home, so we kind of had to cancel the show. No sketches and everything, and we were scrambling to rewrite what the show might be. So
Wow.
it was pretty
Walk
wild.
us through that. You told me the story before. It's incredible.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
There was
Walk us through. What is COVID again?
First, let's go back to the wet markets.
Yeah.
So you've got these bats. I'm going to do your air quotes.
There's some bats. out
Marky
there.
Mark. It's Marky Mark's fault.
Yeah, Marky Mark and the Funky Bats. Five Timers Club. We had a big opening sketch, and Tom Hanks was in it, and Tina Fey was in it, and a bunch of people
awesome.
that were, and the show at about 2 or 3 got canceled. They told other people that were in the sketch not to come in. Some
This is
they
the
said-
day of.
This is the day of.
So you think there was an exposure? Is that what was happening at the time?
Well, it was just when the Omicron variant was kind of
popping up.
and
We were on a musical tour at that point, and the Omicron version
A musical
was like,
tour, Kevin?
Yeah, we were on we were doing shows for the.
Are we on a cruise?
The Z100,
All right,
Jingle Balls,
sorry,
the
go
Jingle
ahead.
Balls, and people were dropping like flies.
and the cast was really nervous and understandably, and there was a lot of confusion and people didn't know what to do. So everyone kind of went home, but Tom Hanks and Tina Fey were already in the studio because we were going to rehearse and do all of that, and so they wound up staying, and
way, wow.
we were coming up with what the show might be, and Tina wound up doing Weekend Update with Michael Che, because Colin Jost had COVID and wasn't there, and it was weird. And then Tom Hanks, Kenan Thompson, and I. It was just the three of us sitting in the audience watching Weekend Update with the two of them, and it was just like 5 of us. It was so surreal.
Wow, that's incredible.
That is wild.
Yeah, and Charlie XCX was supposed to be the musical guest. They sent her home. We had already filmed a couple of pieces that week, so they aired those. And then we talked about favorite sketches from Christmas shows in the past, because it was a Christmas show. And it was a real amazing example of the show must go on, but a very, very unique experience.
That is wild.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that.
I gotta
episode.
watch it too. We have a tradition on our little pod here, a new tradition. It's just a bowl of stupid questions that have nothing to do with one's career.
We don't know if they're stupid, actually, Nick. That's
They might
correction.
not be stupid. They might be important.
Okay.
Close.
Full of questioning.
Here we go. This one's for you, sir.
Okay.
What's your most irrational fear that you know makes no sense?
Starting off with a light one.
SNL hosting.
An irrational fear that makes no sense. Just doing podcasts.
Honestly, I get it.
Clip it. I feel you on that.
No.
We were recently in our sort of album promo. I guess this was last year, and I really enjoyed the podcast form. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
But some of them that touch on some of the more emotional things, it got really real. I found myself kind of really taken by it. It used to be, right? We just do interviews and it was all like surface level fun shit. And now we're asking you questions out of a bowl, like, what's your most irrational fear?
It's a great question, by the way. And I wish I had like a more entertaining answer, like pinto beans or something weird, right? Like what? And that makes no sense.
Do you have an irrational fear that you can't?
Where do you want to begin?
Well, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think we all do, but it's a strange thing to have to come up with in the moment and then answer it, or have it in the back of your mind. It's there, and say, "Well, now I'm telling the whole world."
Yeah.
So why don't we pull another question?
Okay, I can do that.
But I respect the answer.
No, I mean, I
is
was
like-
being facetious, but I'm trying to. I will have many rational fears, irrational fears.
This one may or may not fully apply, so we're gonna figure this out. Would you rather accidentally like an ex's photo from 8 years ago, or send a voice memo you didn't mean to send?
Well, I've
Been married for quite.
Yeah, my wife and I have been together for so long.
So put the number, whatever that is, plus like 4 for like an ex.
Well, if I did that,
This
it
is
would
the
be a
irrational fear.
child. I've been with my wife for longer than I've not been with her.
love that.
My wife and I have been together for over 30 years. It's crazy.
Okay, so let me pick another one.
No. Let's talk about, I guess, and if I had an ex before that, I did. I mean, this is how old I am. I actually did have exes before my wife. And we've been together for 30 years. So I guess it would be, just an ex of my girlfriend. I dated Jessica Tandy back in the day.
Andy. What a name. Isn't it weird, like those names just like, they stay there?
Yeah.
And the home phone number.
So would you rather accidentally, yeah, I can do that one. Would you rather accidentally like that or send a voice memo you didn't mean to send?
No, I think, well, you mean just getting a picture?
Like you just like, you scroll on Instagram and you're like, heart a photo.
Oh, if you heart it.
From 8 years ago, which means you're deep in the feed.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
this is how, again, I'm a fossil. I don't, what is this Instagram you're talking about?
Copy, understood, yes.
It depends. What do you say in a voice memo? You don't mean
Or send a voice memo you didn't
if you're
mean to send.
It depends on what the voice memo is.
That's totally true.
Correct.
I mean, if it's like if you're sending a voice memo that's just like, "Hey, you want to say, hey, see how you're doing," like, and you send it to somebody, that great.
Yeah.
If you send
If you're talking shit.
if you're talking shit, or you're like, "There's something going on with my colon,"
Yeah.
and then you send that to like
Actually,
like your kid's
Dentist.
your kid's dentist.
and he's like, I fixed
And the
teeth.
dentist says, well, that's a different line of medicine. Are you sure you meant to? I think I can check your teeth.
Yeah. My
I mean, I'll see how the chair adjusts.
Yeah,
Come on in.
Come on, the colon.
I do have a lot of equipment here.
A very bright light.
Although when I say rinse, definitely don't go near the bowl. Or do.
I gotta say, the voice memo thing. My wife was in her bedroom with her sister the other day, and they were up there for like an hour and a half. They come down, She grabs her phone and she didn't realize they were definitely up there like being sisters talking shit. And they had recorded
About you?
And probably about everybody and anyone. Who knows? They're just talking.
Paul Rudd, Nick.
Yeah,
me.
exactly. They recorded
Play it.
on accident the entire conversation. It was recording for an hour and 40 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, guys, before you delete this, let me listen to it.
Did they let you?
No, they were like, absolutely not. And they're like, so I knew that they were definitely talking.
Oh, wow.
Have you guys used any of those like there's like a sleep app where you can record your sleep talking?
Oh yeah.
I'd be kind of curious. Do you talk in your sleep? Do you guys talk in your sleep?
I think everyone does and doesn't realize, because I thought I didn't really speak in my sleep, talk in my sleep, and little things like, just I can probably pull it up.
I don't want something recording me while I'm sleeping.
There's a lot of fart noises and a lot of
it's
like
not.
just
Yeah.
little of that.
Ant-Man. Yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of Ant-Man, you saved a candy store?
Yeah, I've been to the candy store actually. Joe and I both went.
Oh yeah.
know.
We are
hooked it
big
up.
supporters.
I know. I was very touched that you did. And you're sneaky because I was like, oh, let me,
To be fair,
Hook you
we
guys.
I didn't know it was yours until afterwards, because I saw there was candy with your face on it, and that was kind of I was like, oh, they're big
seems
fans
a little
of
self-congratulatory, doesn't it? Welcome to my candy store. Get a Rice
I
Krispie
did
treat
it.
with my face on it. Yeah.
That's incredible. So
I was jealous. I
didn't know the story.
I was
until
just
sat
confused.
down
I was
here
like,
today.
this small town in upstate New York has this cute little candy store, and they really like Paul Rudd. This is very.
That's amazing.
I'm into it. How did that happen?
So
how did that come to be?
Yeah, how it happened. It's in Rhinebeck, New York.
Love Rhinebeck.
And this store existed before I became one of the co-owners. There are a couple of us, but the actor Jeffrey Dean Morgan and his wife Hilary Burton, they are also owners. Our friend Andy Ostroy, and then my wife and I. And this store was owned by a guy named Ira, who was kind of a fixture in the town, and the loveliest guy, who sadly passed away in his 50s. And the town isn't that big, and the candy store is so kind of crucial, I think, for the town. We didn't want to lose the store for the town, and so we took it over just with the hopes of it hopefully not losing too much money, but keeping it for the kids that that work there,
Totally.
and for the town, and people go in,
part
and
of the community.
And it's been really one of the great things that we share, all of us, and in our lives. And it's so nice because we're in there all the time, but nobody's in a bad mood when they're in a candy store.
Nope, no way.
And
There's a bag of candy here.
by the way, I did spy the sticker on that bag.
So I've been
The
wanting
Samuels.
to open the bag of candy and see what's inside. 'cause
Yeah,
they said
man, I'm
there's some
curious. I wanna
Goodies here for
see
us.
what you picked up.
So
These are. Oh, this is from your shop.
this is from the shop.
Yeah,
this is
it's
from
from
Samuel's
Samuel's
Sweet
Sweet
Shop.
Fantastic.
So if you're ever in Rhinebeck, everyone, make sure to check
Those
out
are
Samuel's.
those are clodhoppers. I noticed them right away.
Clodhoppers are a big winner. Big winner in my house.
clodhoppers are killer.
Oh, love the Lego blocks.
Hell
The
yeah.
non-branded Lego blocks.
Yeah,
Sorry.
they really those. I love candy. I have a real issue. And I like candy that is really meant for little kids. I love those Lego candies, and they actually do click together like Legos.
They're incredibly fun to play with and eat.
That's quite good. Well, it's a beautiful story. We loved going there. We were at your candy shop during Christmas time.
Yeah.
I get mine flown to New York City, as you can see.
We were clearly not locals when we went, because we went out for lunch on the day after Christmas, and at about 3 p.m., the weather started to change, and this snowstorm started.
You kind of sound like you're telling a children's Christmas story, Nick.
I kind of am.
It's the day after Christmas.
And we basically
3
sit at the
p.m.
restaurant, and the people that work there are like, hey, you might want to go soon. It's going to get pretty bad. We're like, it doesn't look too bad yet. So Joe and I decided to walk around the town with my daughter and our parents, and this thing kicks up.
Yeah.
The storm kicks up, and so we go into the pizza shop to get a, quote, emergency pizza in case the power shuts down and everything else. And then we stalled even further and went to your candy shop, and that's when they were basically like, you should probably get home now.
It was
before you
that
can."
storm was crazy.
It was
insane.
wild.
Wow.
And our car got stuck at the base of this hill, and we had to walk up about a quarter mile in the snowstorm. And there's some photos that you can see if you're watching the pod. Put them up there. Okay, let's move on to.
We saved the pizza.
Saved the pizza and the candy.
And by the way, I just had a piece of whatever
Christmas
that candy
miracle.
was. It was incredible. Would you like these right now, or are you not really saving for later? Oh, great,
So,
great reflexes.
These, this is the thing about the these candy Legos. I really like the yellow ones because they're kind of banana flavored. The red ones are really good.
I think that might be my rational fear. is
Kevin
bananas.
hates banana. Good thing you got those.
just-
Kevin's
You hate
Kevin's
bananas?
fake allergic to bananas.
Banana candy.
Just banana everything.
I have a way of eating these too, where it's like I scrape the
You, like,
little
chisel it
tops off.
My daughter does that.
The
with,
blue ones will turn your tongue bright blue.
you should eat that before the premiere tonight.
That'll look good. Let's do it.
All right, so I have some questions from people.
Okay.
And this is what they want to know. This is from Sarah. Clueless is iconic. Of course it is, Sarah. And everyone loves it. But did anyone ever bring up on the set that Cher and her stepbrother dating was maybe a little weird?
I think maybe they did. I definitely heard about it after the movie came out. People would
Yeah, that's
say,
a thing. That's kind of strange.
yeah, but it's a bold choice.
Not their fault they're attracted to each other.
And they, technically,
Clip it. Clip that. Kevin
Technically.
saying that.
not blood related.
That's what I'm saying. Weird. All the same.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's by the way, what a horrible decision this was to eat a piece of candy next
Who
to a
did this? Who
to a
put
microphone.
the candy here?
I think it's
Especially
great.
one of these Legos, which takes a while. I'll take it out.
You know what though? You did good. You committed to it. I saw you. Like you started scraping.
The worst part is that I've
put it in
sucked
here.
away so much that then now it doesn't stick together anymore
it's
like
a
a Lego.
bummer.
Okay. This one's from Mary. This is for Paul, Nick, Kevin, and Joe. What musical do you think is genuinely perfect?
Les Mis.
I'm with you, man.
Dude.
Les Mis is so,
It's fully there.
yeah.
I just saw a production recently up in Vancouver, the touring production, and I've seen the show and performed in it, probably 400 times or
Yeah.
500 times. It never gets old.
Yeah, it's one of my all-time faves. I gotta say, and I know it's, Hamilton
It's great.
is great. Hamilton is really, really
I just saw Titanic.
Oh, what'd you think?
So fun.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Have you seen it yet?
I haven't seen it yet. I
It's
remember when it
so-
was off Broadway and I wanted to see it.
It's so incredibly fun, and so everyone in the cast is incredible, and it's definitely a great time.
Yeah.
You got to see that.
You got to go.
All right, our movie is not a musical per se, but there is music in the movie. I had an incredible time working with you on this project. I am so thrilled that it's finally coming out, and
It's great. I got to see it. I will say, I saw it. I got a link. I shared the link to a lot of the people that I know on the internet. They love it too.
Oh, good.
And yeah, my feed they're liking it. But it was a phenomenal movie. I think it's great. And it's also something that oddly we watched it and this happened to our friend, a songwriter. So it was
Oh. Yeah.
life imitating art.
I don't think it's,
and it happens
it's-
quite
yeah,
a bit.
I know. I
Not
don't
to
think it's
give
such
any
a
spoilers away, but it's
unique
definitely something
experience.
that I think, a lot of people out there that are creatives will relate to and also feel like, wait, did this already happen to me? Would this happen to me? And a lot of new songwriters that we meet and artists are always like, what's some advice? And I think since this film, Nick, Kevin, and I have both been like, get a good lawyer. but it's really great. You guys should be so proud. I'm really excited for people to see it.
I'm coming to the premiere tonight. I'm so
Thank
excited.
you. Oh, great.
My link was broken, and that's not like a real I didn't want to watch it. I sat down to watch it, and it was totally not working.
Right.
the link was broken.
Well, you'll see it tonight in the big
even
theater.
better.
And
As it was intended.
Yeah. And you really do. This is one, I got to say, I think when you do see it in a theater, they always say, oh, you want to say, go see it in a theater. But I think the musical element of it, and there's a real kind of crowd-pleasing thing that's happening that you do experience it differently.
I can't wait.
And so I hope you like it. It was very fun to do, and it was great getting to do it with you, Nick. And you're so nice to me. And this is not my this is not my day job. What I'm doing in this thing, and you made me feel super comfortable. And so I appreciate it.
Just to give you some flowers too, I remember I watched the movie over the summer last year with Joe and some other friends and family, and everyone came up to me afterwards and said, Paul's singing is incredible. And we all know you as Paul Rudd, the Paul Rudd, as I've said million times the last couple of days.
Candy store owner.
Yeah.
Inspired
Yeah.
by you.
Samuel Sweet Shop's own.
Yeah.
Off-brand
for
Lego
many, many
candy
years.
consumer.
A big fan, and to get to work with you was a dream. But then for you to jump out and sing like you do in this movie and take on this character, it was just incredible to watch. So please go see our movie, everybody, and see it in the theater, because it is a heartwarming, classic John Carney film that I think is best watched on the big screen.
In the words of Tom Cruise, go to the movies, see this.
Yes.
Yes.
As someone from New Jersey, I just got to ask though, bagel order before we go. Last thing.
My bagel order?
Like your Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. Like what are you getting?
Dude, I really think I'm straight up. I'd like an everything bagel and cream cheese.
Clean, classic.
Yeah, but I like a salt bagel and I like a garlic bagel too.
Both are great.
But I also do like I like so many different orders. Now I'm just going down the list. I'm going to stick with my orig. I'm going everything bagel and cream cheese.
Done.
On that note, give it up, Paul Rudd, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming.